PCS, I have two quick announcements. The first you may have seen on our social media or on the signs in the house. We have an understudy going on this evening. Our director, Natalie Payan, is going to be going on book understudying for young Flora and for Eve. Secondly, if after the show you would like to chat with our actors, tell them how amazing they did, please, you're welcome to do so in our lobby downstairs right near the box office. All right, I'm gonna catch my breath, climb back up there. Enjoy the show.
Hola mi gente hermosa, welcome. Before we dive into tonight's spectacular show, let's take a quick moment to make sure we're all set for an unforgettable experience. Primero que nada, please silence those cell phones. We wouldn't want any unexpected ringtones stealing the spotlight. And just a little reminder, no photography or video recordings during the show. Trust me, the magia is best enjoyed in vivo. Now, let's talk about what's coming up at the PCS, because trust me, you're gonna love it. Our network on the main stage is opening on January 31st, and honey, it's gonna be a whirlwind of drama, so get ready to be hooked. Then, on February 22nd, ay Dios mío, the adorable, heartwarming, My Very Own Polar Bear will debut in our children's series. Bring your little ones, they're in for a treat. And don't forget, The Wolves on our second stage will be opening May 2nd. A gripping show that you won't want to miss. In case of an emergency, no te preocupes, just locate the fire exit behind you the same way you came in. Safety first, siempre. Now, if you're loving the show, and who wouldn't, don't keep it to yourself. Share the love, spread the word, and let your friends know how to get their tickets. Cuanto más, mejor. Also, don't forget to scan the code in your program for our digital program, because you deserve the best. Enjoy the show, mi gente, and thank you for being here with us tonight. Get ready for Jose Rivera's Boleros for the Disenchanted.
Before people see you.
Who saw it, honey? Tell me who.
She doesn't want me to tell you.
Then how am I supposed to believe it? People say stupid things all the time around here. People have nothing better to do than sit around drinking and telling lies about people they don't even know.
It was Doña Marta who saw him first.
Doña Marta's half blind.
Only one eye.
And she's crazy. She hears voices, sees ghosts. She's completely unreliable, and I'm glad you told me, because now I know it's all a big mistake, and I
Don Tomas saw him too.
He has really good eyesight.
It's cold out here. Come inside, go to bed, and we'll all
Where did it happen? Don't make me ask you twice.
In the plaza, in Ebesibo.
When?
Monday. Tuesday also. And he was spotted on Wednesday through Friday.
And they're sure, absolutely sure, it was my Manuelo they saw with that woman.
But these people are our friends, Flora. Why would they lie?
I just want to die, Mommy.
Oh, don't say those simple things, my darling.
But I don't understand why I'm being punished like this.
No, we never know why. All we know is that the pain we feel is unbearable. But then we wake up one day and realize that it wasn't a punishment after all. It was actually a blessing. That God did not abandon you, but that he loved you more than ever. And what he was really doing was testing you. And when it mattered most, you were strong and you passed his test with flying colors.
I am going to kill Manuelo. I am really going to hurt him. And he's going to beg me to stop hurting him. And I'll stop. And he'll realize what a prize I am and how lucky he is to even know my name. Then he's going to want me back. And he'll repent and ask my forgiveness, and I'll withhold it for a while. a long while. And it'll drive him crazy, and he'll be on the verge of losing his mind and maybe even killing himself, which I'll secretly be enjoying. And then I'll forgive him and take him back. And we'll get married like we're supposed to and have the most beautiful children.
All that, huh?
I'm just warming up. When I get through with him, he's gonna wish he was never born.
Oh, what a happy couple you two are going to be.
You think so? I'm serious. I know I'm young, but I take this commitment seriously. Before God, Christ, and Mother of God.
Well, that matters less, Angel, than knowing that this is a commitment you make to each other, to your own heart, which is fragile and must be protected.
I understand that.
Do you? Have you really thought about this? Are you sure that Manuelo's the one, the absolute one?
Yes, it's written by God himself in big burning letters.
Okay then, burning letters.
The hottest fire there is.
Because marriage isn't all laughter, parties, and making babies. Marriage is hell on earth if you're not happy. And if you feel trapped, and all he does is waste his time with other women and drink. And it's 100 times worse if he hits you. And they do. Even the sweetest, most loving boy. When he's angry and he's got a little rum in him, and you two haven't made love in a while, and there's no one else to blame for his problems and failures, bow! The fist between the eyes. I've seen it a million times, young lady.
Manuelo would never.
I was like you. I thought I was so sure, and I didn't know him very long, and he was all smiles and flattery, and it looked like a long, happy life without tears. And I was wrong.
But you love Papi.
Of course I love him. The way Jesus loved his cross. Because there's no choice but to love. Because you two are in it, and there's no changing fate. You endure, and even in this seeming holocaust, there's still a little drop of love.
You're not planning on speaking at the wedding, are you?
Papa, there's not going to be a wedding until you and Manuelo sit down like serious people and you get to the truth.
Yes, that's what we'll do right away.
Now don't let him sweet talk you. Look in his eyes. The mouth will lie, but the soul knows. And if you're smart, and you look deep into his soul, you'll know too. You are my Flora, and I don't want to see you hurt anymore.
Mommy, you know I love you so much.
What are you two idiots doing out here at night?
We're just talking, Papi.
Was I talking to you?
No, Papi.
We're just out here talking, Marcia.
For the whole world to see, looking like two ignorant hypocrites gossiping and whispering and whatnot. And for what? For the whole world to laugh at us?
Everyone's in bed by this time.
Yeah, except my two whores. Get inside the house, for the love of God. What do you think this is?
Mommy's not a whore.
What did you say?
Flora, just get in.
No, I want to hear.
I said, Mommy is not a whore. Mommy's a saint, and you should be kissing her feet, not boom!
For the love of Jesus, who did you do?
And Mommy did not raise a whore, as God is my witness!
Do you hear that disrespect?
You're the one who disrespects!
The faster you're married, the better.
Oh, you can say that again.
Manuelo teaches you respect and disciplines you and slaps your head so hard your teeth will fall out.
It'll still be better than living with you.
What are you saying?
Such talk in my father's time was dealt with as it should.
Inside now.
I'm not going to leave you alone with him.
I've been handling him for 25 years. Inside, girl.
You are the biggest fool I know, marrying that asshole. He's had half the girls in Miraflores. Only an idiot like you would be happy with a man like that. You should hear what they're saying in Quince.
Put the belt down, Moncho.
Not until she learns the meaning of respect. In my time, it was everything. We were men back then. We were never paid much, but we worked very hard. And we came home to the children who were put on this earth to make us happy.
That was an old time, Monchito, not today.
Yes, and today, they pay a man to do nothing. And children talk back and don't realize the sacrifices you make, and they don't understand that a man should be treated like a king that he is.
It's a new world, my love.
That's a new world. This new world, and we lost our purpose. We lost our work. in this land, this purgatory, this island of disease and sin. When a man loses his work, his balls shriveled up like he's castrated. The American mafias walked in and we didn't have the balls to stop them. What do we do instead? We drink and scream and yell, and then come home and insult and beat the women we love.
Thank you, my angel.
As for my blessings,
May I have your blessings, Papi?
may the Lord keep you, my sweet beauty.
Thank you, Papi.
Look at you, all grown up. May God bless you with 9 children. Have long, happy nights. And don't disappoint your husband. And don't bring disgrace to our name. Do you understand?
I'll do my best, Papi.
Just put your belt on before your pants fall off and you bring disgrace to all of me to Florida.
I'm hungry. Do you have anything to eat around here?
That's the most insulting thing you've said all night. There's always something to eat in this house.
Then eat it up. Bring me a plate of happiness. Look at this land. The richest on earth. You spit on the ground, the tree grows. Reach into any branch and feed yourself the sweetest, thickest fruit. And now we send our food up north next to nothing. And it comes back to us in expensive tin cans. Every day the biggest and the brightest get on an airplane and freeze in New York City until you're left with no family to love or keep you sane. That's right, Flora. Get married. Bring more children into this hell.
What's the matter with you? I give you love every day and you still look like shit. And you, I'm not even talking to you. No, don't give me that look.
Doña Milla,
Ah, Manuelo.
will you bless me?
God bless you.
Thank you. The garden,
Plants, herbs.
they're growing so fast.
It's shit. There's something wrong with the soil. You used to see these plants grow up to here. Now you have to pull them by the ears to make them grow. What are you doing?
Walking to your house,
What's at my house?
I heard that Flora.
My daughter, Flora.
Yes, your daughter.
The one you're engaged to.
She wanted to see me.
You know she's my only daughter.
Yes, Doña Milla, I was aware.
You know that my only son is gone.
I knew that too.
Efrain got into a fight with his father over something I don't even remember. Mancho grabbed his hair, knocked him down, kicked his face, his ribs. We begged him to stop, but once Mancho gets started, his mouth bleeding, Efrain spits out a tooth, punches the wall and puts a hole in it. That's how strong he is. He runs out of the house and we never see him again. Now there are rumors of him in the Bronx, fixing cars, playing his guitar, loving the girls. He doesn't write or visit us, like we don't exist, like we're ghosts.
You told me this story on several occasions.
Yes, I repeat it a lot, especially to you. Do you know why?
No, Doña Milla, I don't really know.
Because I have no sisters. My brothers have 6 daughters and all of them left the United States. Flora stayed. If you break her heart, the only child we have left, who loves and respects us and will be a virgin on her wedding night, who has never sinned and has the cleanest reputation in all of Miraflores, ask anyone. If you break this young woman's heart, I will castrate you with a rusty machete under a full moon. Do you understand me, my Manuelo?
Yes, Doña Milla, it's very clear.
Good. Flora! The love of your life is here. The man who will soon swear unconditional love in front of his family, your family, God, the President of the USA, and Abuelo's machete.
Oh, look! Manuelo's here.
What are you wearing?
Mommy, do you think you could get Manuelo a cup of coffee?
Oh, but coffee gives me gas.
Mommy, get Manuelo a cup of coffee. a big one.
Makeup in the middle of the day? Yes, coffee, coming right up.
Your mother talks to plants. Like the suit? Have you heard of this thing called television?
The Bible condemns liars, Manuelo.
Do you want to take a walk?
Anything we can say in the sanctity of my home.
Is Don Fermin home?
Why are you so afraid of my father?
Because your parents have this unnerving tendency to threaten to remove my balls!
I can't believe you said that word. Oh my god, I'm gonna pee.
Honey, can we please go?
Oh, Bobby's not home. You're relatively safe. Come closer to me.
Okay.
Kiss me lightly on the cheek.
Million thanks, Doña Milla. Smells good.
We used to grow our own coffees in the hills of Utuado and Arapunta.
Now we buy it from America for exorbitant prices. Mommy, please.
It's not right to leave you young people alone.
We're engaged. I'm sure the Holy Ghost will understand.
It's not the Holy Ghost I worry about, it's our neighbors. I'll be inside. The door stays open.
They say that television will be able to bring you pictures from all over the world. If I have 2 extra nickels to rub together,
Are you sleeping with Sylvia Cardenas?
No! Oh my god, no! All my life, my mother's life, and so of my ancestors, I have never touched Sylvia Cardenas.
I knew that. I wanted to see what your face looked like when you're telling the truth. Then who is she, Manuel?
How can you talk to me like this?
Look, I don't want to be talking to you like this. I don't like these feelings I have right now, so please, be the man I think you are and just tell me the truth. I can handle it, but I cannot handle lies and silences, ever. Not from any person, but least of all from the only man I've ever loved. The only man whose hand I've touched, the man who used to make me wake up singing and
I did it with Adriana Rodriguez.
Ow!
Ow!
How can you say that to me? How can you be so cruel?
You asked me her name!
I asked you to tell me the gossip wasn't true. I asked for you to confirm for me that you were an honest, faithful man that really loved me. I didn't ask for you to blurt out a name. Adriana Rodriguez. Adriana Rodriguez. I shit on Adriana Rodriguez.
Flora Dolores Encarnacion.
Oh, shut up. Don't say her name and then my name with your ugly, dirty mouth.
God, please don't do that.
Why? Baby, because it makes you sad? Because you feel guilty for stabbing me in the heart? Oh, poor Manuelo.
I still care about you.
Do you do it with her? All the time? Where do you go? This whole town is full of spies. If you take a shit in the morning, half the town knows and they're gossiping about it to the other half that afternoon.
That's not important.
When was the last time you did it with her? Last night? This morning? 10 minutes ago? Oh, don't touch me with those dirty hands. I bet you haven't even washed since then. Is that what sin smells like, Manuelo? Is that the sin of faithlessness?
You're getting hysterical.
And you're getting castrated.
Amen.
Flora, for the love of God, people can hear you and it's undignified.
The rumors are true. Manuelo Ramon Delgado is a...
God, enough! Oh God, you are acting like a child, like a little hibara who doesn't know what the world is.
Oh, you dare lecture me. You're lucky my brother and father are not here.
Oh yes, I'll lecture you because your parents have kept you in the dark about life in general and about men specifically.
Wait, 1 minute.
But Amita, this is between your daughter and myself. I am telling you to stay in that house. I am telling you that.
He's finally right about something, Mommy. Stay inside.
God made men and women differently, Flora. That's the first thing you need to know. I didn't make this difference between men and women. God did, and I have inherited those differences. I cannot control them. A man is basically, despite language, culture, religion, and the invention of television, a creature of instinct. Like a dog were controlled by such desperate forces, such demonic energy, and I just hope you never have to experience them yourself. They make a man do crazy things. things that are repulsive and wrong, but here's the catch. These are things that must be done. Yes, Lord. A man must sin. It's innate and natural, it's a command to forbid yourselves. A man must be with a woman. There. I said it. And God, in His infinite flexibility, has created some special women for men like me to be with. These are not the chaste virgins of His acquaintances, His sisters, cousins, and novias. No, these are other men's sisters, cousins, and novias. They are built with the special purpose of fulfilling nature's special plan for men like me. So we don't dirty women like you. So you can stay pure, closer to God and the Holy Spirit. And Lord, come on. Do you ask the tiger not to stalk the antelope? Do you ask the fish not to do what fish do all day? No. You let nature be. You let the rain fall. You let the flowers blossom. And you must let a man be a man. Flora, I have waited a year for you. A man cannot stop being a man for a year. Now that is sin. And our engagement is not yet for another year. That's 2 years in which my flower will not blossom. Is that fair? Because in those 2 years you continue being a woman. You cook for your father, you play for him, you learn from his wisdom, you obey him. You fulfill the strict destiny penned by God for womanhood. You get to be you. So why shouldn't I get to be I or me or whoever Manuel Ramon Delgado really is? You see, I'm just trying to be fair here.
Fair.
Flora, there is love and then there is sex. These are two very different things. The love that I feel for you is indescribable. It's bigger and deeper than the oceans that encircle this entire earth with your oceanic bigness and depthness and... No, that's wrong. That's poorly said, Manuelo. I love you to my dying breath. I love you in truth, in trust, in holiness, in sin, in pleasure, in family, in wonder, in God's presence, all by creativity and imagination. I love you. Like the pen loves the page, and the page loves the pen that writes the eternal words. I love you in its pure white skin. Believe me, Flora, please.
I want to because I love you.
And I feel that love every day that I'm around you. It's a heat and energy, and I forget where I am, what time is it, or what's up or down.
I've never loved like
And
this.
don't you know how lucky I feel? Of all the men walking this earth, I was the chosen one. Me, little old Manuel Ramon Delgado, loved like no other by a woman who is like no other woman.
I would make the perfect wife.
And mother, can you see them, Flora? Scampering around the house, little noses running, and you tuck them away into peaceful sleep.
I would kill for you because that's the way I love. I don't do anything.
And don't you know?
Don't interrupt me again. I have a nature too, Manuelo. And it's capable of love so great, I have no words for it. Because a mystery like love cannot be explained, only felt. And the love I feel for you, it is blue like the infinite sky, red like the volcano's heart, and pure like all the water that surrounds Puerto Rico.
Yes, completely, dear.
And it's a love that needs to be, I hope you're listening, respected and treated fairly, which means what I give when I love, that's what I expect in return. Nothing more or less, Manuelo.
Of course, dear.
And I give complete, unquestioned, lifelong fidelity. That's a promise to God made on my mother's eyes, and that's what I expect from you.
Oh, yes. Yes, my love. Once we're married...
No, not once we're married. I want this fidelity from you today. And tonight, for 365 days and nights left, you turn your back on the Adriana Rodriguez's of Puerto Rico.
But I just told you, given my nature...
Tame your nature. Overcome the animal inside you. The dog, put it on a damn leash.
Well, easier said than done.
Manuel, when you go to a store to buy a diamond, do they just give it to you? No, you pay something for it. Am I a diamond of a girl or not?
Of course you are.
I don't ask for you to be governor of Puerto Rico. I don't ask for a nice house or a car or a television, whatever the hell that is. I ask that you don't put your thing inside another girl's thing until the day one of us dies. After that, I don't care where you stick it. That's what this diamond costs.
And you're saying you can't be flexible.
Do I look flexible?
Why do you have to be so goddamn stubborn? Why can't you just look the other way and see me as a human? Why can't you forgive a little weakness? Why does everything have to be absolute for you?
Because it does.
The word for that is hubris, and hubris is punished by the gods. It's sad, and I feel sorry for you.
So you're saying you won't hold out for me?
You're asking me the impossible. Go to anyone in Miraflores and tell them this story, and they will laugh in your face. You expect to marry a man when you won't let him be a man? What kind of a woman are you?
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
Not letting you control my life? How is that bad?
Breaking my heart. That's what's bad.
If you cannot control your possessiveness, desire to control my entire life, and selfishness, you're bad.
Get off my porch.
This is on you, Flora. You sacrifice a marriage with a great guy because you're stubborn. I'm a catch. I'm the best distinct of a town, and you will be the only one to turn your nose up at me. You, the only stupid enough to do that.
Just go.
Cry! Be the weak little nothing that you are. I cannot wait to tell this story at a quince. What a good long laugh people are going to have at your expense.
Mommy! Mommy! Tell him to go!
What kind of a mother lets a girl grow as old as Flora without teaching her the facts of life?
You're so ugly to me right now.
Manuela Ramon Delgado, I must ask you to never call him Flora again.
Talk to her, Doña Milla. Make her realize that she will never find a man as good as me. Not some skinny, cross-eyed idiot like her.
Take this. And take the bed all the horse you want because that's all you deserve. The caress and poetry and honor and disease and cruelty of a whore's immaculate love. A real man would never be satisfied with the sad pleasure between a whore's legs, but it's good enough for you? No, it's better than you can expect in this life, you vain, hypocritical, very little eunuch!
You raised a fool.
I could have him killed, you know.
Yeah, that'll solve everything, Buffy.
Oh, we wouldn't even have to pay one word from me, and wheels will turn, justice will be served, and it'll be so clean it won't get traced back to you.
Me? I don't want murder on my conscience. Don't you think I've suffered enough? In my mind, he no longer exists.
And the pain in your soul? Back when I was a girl, men died for us.
Men die for looking at a girl the wrong way. The Spaniards may have been barbarians, but at least they brought to this island a sense of honor. That's what the American mafias did. They raped that sense of honor up the ass.
The Yankees didn't make Manuelo do what he did.
Look, before we were dismembered by all this immigration, the most important thing was a man's honor. Now, any idiot can commit indiscretion and he doesn't care what the community thinks, because why? The next day he's on a plane to La Guardia. And what happens when these people get tired of being committed and they get tired of worshiping the dollar? They leave and come back to the island bringing all the abuse and all the bad manners they learned in Patterson and Bayonne. And what happens to the community then? All this leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back. Where does honor come in after that?
Oh, it goes down the toilet.
Completely down the toilet.
You two are so good at cheering me up.
I know why you don't like murder. It's messy. You think someone's gonna use a gun or open his head up with a machete? Much too subtle for that. You remember Don Faustino, don't you? How did he die?
Cancer of the stomach.
Cancer of the stomach.
Cancer of the stomach.
Why is that funny?
Oh, my sweet darling. You are so innocent. Don't you remember what happened to him before he got this cancer of the stomach? He let his chickens out, and they ate all my beans, and he refused to fix the fence. And then I kept losing beans like a pendejo.
You didn't poison him, did you?
Who has money for poison? I did what my father would have done. I I went to Doña Felicia.
The witch.
She put a spell on Don Faustino, and he was dead 6 months later. Nice.
But how do you know he wasn't sick already and he would have died anyway?
Atheist. You sure you're not a gringo?
I don't want to believe in that stuff. It scares me.
Well, that's too bad because, well, I paid a visit to Doña Felicia today, and she said it's no problem for you to get Manuelo back. She knows a spell that will make him faithful to you for the rest of your life.
And we wouldn't even have to pay. All she wants is a few dozen pasteles and for you to name the first girl after her.
Mommy and Papi, I'll say this one time only. If I can't keep Manuelo or any man on the strength of my love, I don't want him through magic. If love isn't enough, then... Oh, boy said I wasn't gonna cry anymore. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, that boy. God damn that boy, honey.
No, I'm not gonna murder Manuelo or enchant him into falling in love with me. I have to look at myself and figure out what's so wrong with me that a man would rather chase a whore.
What he did was not your fault.
If I were plumper or prettier or liked to drink and laugh at dirty jokes, if I was just a little more fun, maybe he wouldn't have done.
Nonsense. If Manuelo married Cleopatra, he'd cheat.
I don't have enough magic to keep a man. 22 and I'm never gonna get married. I've been so conceited and God is punishing me for that. So many nice boys liked me and I didn't like them because one was too short, or one had no teeth, or another had a crooked back and 2 eyes in my ways. The word for that is hubris.
Well, this isn't going to change Manuelo or heal the pain, but, well, I think you need to go away a while to some place where everything isn't going to remind you of Manuelo.
Where? The moon?
Why don't you go be with your cousin Petra in San Jose?
Petra. I would love that. Petra would understand. Are you serious? Bobby, are you okay with this?
Since this is an emergency, I think I'm allowed.
Oh my God! The great city of Santurce.
Just for a month or so. You're not going to spend the rest of your life there, God forbid.
Oh, and Petra. Oh, thank you, Mommy. And thank you, Papi. Oh. I will work so hard to forget Manuelo. When I come back, he will be erased from my memory and stricken from my heart, and I will be completely free. I promise. Going to the US. There's no way they're gonna keep me here. Get married and stay in this apartment the rest of my life. Raise a dozen kids and waste away at 40? How's that ice cream? It's okay. I see what happens to girls our age. Married to frustrated men who can't get a job. They try for a little while, but nobody's got unlimited patience. They sit around the house, drink beer, listen to the radio, and get bored, and then they go out with their friends, drink some more, and when they come back, forget it, war. How's that ice cream? I told you it's good.
Just trying to make sure you're still alive is all.
I'm listening. You hate it here.
I hate what it's become. I want better. You ever think of leaving?
Sometimes when Bobby hits me, when I see what Mommy's life is like, but then I remember how much I love the island.
Because it's all you know.
I know as much as you. You've never been anywhere.
But I have this little thing you don't. It's called imagination.
You're a dreamer, Petra. I'm just trying to be practical.
It's not practical to stay on this island. It's suicidal.
But I hear such terrible things about up there. cold winters, criminals with drugs and guns, terrible poverty, violence, racist police, everything's super expensive. No one talks to each other. No one believes in God. How can anyone live in a place with atomic bombs? That's a sin. It'll burn you alive.
You read too much.
What have you heard from your own brother? Doesn't he tell you how scared he is up there? The whites don't want him. The black people don't. Has he found a job yet? A good church?
My brother would be unhappy in paradise. And all those things, drugs, guns, poverty, they're here in San Dulce too. Or Chicaracula, all cities are bad. That's why when I move to the United States, I'm going to the countryside and grow beans and have chickens and lots of open space. Not all Puerto Ricans have to move to the Bronx. That's stupid. It's a big, big country, Flora. We can move anywhere.
It is a big country. Should we go inside? It's not right to be outdoors.
Hey, Guadalajara! You're not in the little town. It's a city, girl. It's 1953. Live a little. Besides, it's too hot to go inside.
Never felt so hot. What was one thinking?
Who's that guy?
He's playing Boleros. Who?
That guy, Stupid the Soldier.
I didn't.
You weren't looking. Did it again. Jesus, he is fresh.
Hi. That's my favorite song.
Stupidus. Hi, it's her middle name, Dolores.
Oh, no kidding. Dolores.
It's his favorite song.
I heard it, Petra.
He's talking to us. So, are you in the army?
National Guard.
Oh, National Guard. Boats and submarines and water.
I missed my bus.
He's so cute in that uniform.
Don't mind my cousin Petra. She's parada.
I usually take the bus from the ships to the barracks, but I missed the last one. That's why I'm walking. Do you live around here?
She lives in Miraflores. You?
Oh, I'm from Ponce. Have you ever been to Ponce?
I've never been to Ponce, no.
Oh, you should go. It's beautiful.
I don't need to see Ponce because Miraflores is beautiful.
Yes, very beautiful. My name's Eusebio. What's yours?
Well, I don't know if it's proper to tell you.
Hi, my name is Becca. I live right here in this apartment. I think the Ponce is amazing.
Oh, did you see the Taino ball courts?
I love them. I love all things from Ponce. I love all things Taino.
So you were just visiting here?
That's right, sir.
Oh, for how long?
A month or so.
Oh, that's a nice long vacation.
Oh, it's not a vacation, sir.
She had her heart mangled by a man doesn't trust him.
My Petra!
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd like to talk to you again.
I don't see how you can. I should be out here. It's too hot to be inside, and I don't know. It's not possible. I'm sorry.
Unless you missed your bus again.
Yes, I'd have to be unlucky enough to miss my bus. Oh, do you have a phone number?
We do.
No. There is no number. You seem like a nice man, but I don't know you, sir. How can I give a complete stranger my number? What kind of girl do you think I am?
You are right. Well, I should go. You get in trouble if you report to the barracks after curfew, and I don't know these streets. Thank you for listening to that Bolero with me. It's my favorite one. It makes me smile.
Thanks. I like it too.
Ladies, have a good night.
Bye. See you later, soldier.
Why do you have to be so crazy?
You're the crazy one turning your nose up at that very fine piece of meat. Look at that ass.
Oh, Pedro, my God, you're going right to hell for that now.
How can you let him walk away like this?
I'm not gonna start chasing after men. It's disgusting when girls do that.
But wouldn't it be nice to see him again? Maybe he's a good guy, just because Manolo was a dick.
What am I supposed to do? It was a chance meeting, a freak occurrence. It means nothing.
You turn it into nothing with that attitude.
You think I'm in any position to talk freely to a man? I know he's not Manuelo, but I look at him and all I see is Manuelo. Makes me remember how stupid I was. I don't want to be stupid for a man ever again. Besides, it was you he liked, not me.
Oh, no, girl. It was definitely you. I could see. Those lips, that uniform. Good old-fashioned Puerto Rican man right there.
Oh, you're embarrassing me, Pedro. It's one side.
Oh, no. Hot drinks tonight thinking about the lips.
Hey, Miraflores. Miraflores.
That's not my name, sir.
Miraflores Dolores is not your name?
It's Flora, sir.
Yes, it's very pretty.
It's just a name, sir.
There's no such thing as just a name. Every name means something. Even if you don't know what that meaning is, and you have to spend your whole life trying to figure it out.
I don't know, sir.
Please, it's Eusebio, not sir. I work for a living.
I meant no offense.
I'm not offended. God, why is this so hard?
I don't know. Did you miss your bus again?
I just can't seem to catch that bus.
Maybe if you left a little earlier, you might not miss it so much.
Yes, you are right.
Pedro's inside. I'm sure you want to talk to her.
Well, actually, I want to...
Well, Pedro's the most beautiful girl on this island. At least one of the most outspoken, and I guess a modern man likes a girl who speaks her mind, especially when there's eyes as green as hers.
Yours are green too. Like the sea.
Oh, it depends on the light. And they're definitely not as big and wild as my cousin Beatriz.
She's not the reason I miss my bus every night for the last 2 weeks for her. And I think you know that.
I'm not sure what I know Eusebio about anything.
May I approach?
I don't like what people might say if they, see us.
I can't stay too long. My curfew, remember?
I ought to call Petra down.
I walked 5 miles to be here. I have another mile to go. And I worked a 12-hour shift. Have mercy, please.
A minute.
I got you a beer in Rheingold.
A beer? Oh my God, you have to be kidding me. A Rheingold?
Is that a no?
Maybe girls do that in Ponce, but not where I come from, not in a million years.
Oh. What did it say? Oh, here you go. More for me.
Oh, my father would kill me if he knew I was in the middle of the city, standing next to a man I don't know who's drinking a beer.
I don't really like boats, and I can't swim.
So don't ask me what I'm doing in the National Guard. But when I'm on the ship, I like one thing. The feeling that this big iron monster that I'm on is floating on the water. I just love how it so gently goes up and down. One night, I realized I have known this feeling all my life. This island we're on, this smudge of dirt in the great ocean, also floats like a weightless little dream in the middle of the world, taking along its dreamers and children and maniacs with it. That's why things happen to this island. Yet it never changes. Just floats through history, happy, carefree, like nothing really matters. You sure you don't want to sip?
I haven't changed my mind.
Going to take a lot to change that mind, I see.
Are you saying I'm stubborn?
No, I was just saying.
Well, I am stubborn. It's not a bad thing. Anything goes today, like it doesn't matter. As you say, like we really do live on this floating cloud where there's no tomorrow, only the fun you can experience today. That's not my world. For me, it all matters. Every word a person says, every thought. Why? Because we're always being watched. And I don't mean by the busybodies and the brujas with nothing better to do. I mean by the Almighty Lord. It matters to him, but nowadays, people act like he's blind and deaf, and it's okay to say and do anything as long as it makes you feel good. That fun is the most important value and everything must be sacrificed on the altar of pleasure. Well, I don't feel that way, Eusebio. I think it's wrong.
Okay. No fun tonight.
You shouldn't waste beer, that's a sin!
Girl! There is no winning with you. It's all sin. Listen, I believe in God too. But I don't think God put us on this earth to suffer all day long. Or else we wouldn't have eyes to enjoy beauty. Or hips to move to music and do other things. Oh, we'd be stones or a block of wood. Is that a life worth living? Denying pleasure is a ridiculous way to live.
Then I am ridiculous, thank you for telling me.
Might as well be dead. Or join a convent and wear a crown of thorns all day.
If you start blaspheming, I really will have to go, sir.
Why don't you go now?
Oh.
Why have you spent all this time with me?
I don't know, but that's a really good question.
Because you're lonely and you don't want to be alone. Because despite your hatred of all things fun, you want to talk to me. Because you know how much fun being with a man can be.
Oh yes, I'm having a ball.
You're a funny girl. Your words say one thing, but your eyes, they tell me something different.
First I'm stubborn, then I'm ridiculous, and now I'm a hypocrite.
You know you're none of those things. You are a fine young woman who is smart enough not to trust the man in uniform she just met on the streets. A woman with a sparkle in her eyes who is carrying around something sad, a little painful, and can't trust that the world can offer her then anything more than the usual pain and sadness. Am I in the ballpark?
Everyone has sadness.
Some more than others.
Don't say any more, please. I don't want to talk about sadness, if that's okay with you.
Yes, of course, Flora. I have a really big mouth.
It's not you. You have a good imagination, and you really think about things, and I like that. Even though I know you're completely wrong about everything you're saying, I don't let life get you down.
No, I'm not nailed to the cross like some people.
Some people aren't as lucky as you.
Lucky. I am the middle child of 11. I cried myself to sleep every night of my youth. We had nothing, just hunger and despair, and that special loneliness only hunger and despair can produce. But I refused that life. I left home and I worked. I leave my job from the hospital and put on this uniform every few months. And then I climb down from my cross. And then I tell her to kiss my... you know where I'm going with this.
I have some idea. I I'm trying to do that, Eusebio, and I'll be fine someday, I guess.
Are you kidding me? You're going to be great.
I hope you're right.
I think it's time for me to meet your parents.
How much of that beer did you drink?
I want to see you again, Flora. But I don't want to do it on a city bench by an alleyway in the middle of Santurce. That's not how a proper girl should spend time with a man.
You want to spend time with me?
I can't think of a better way to spend my time.
Are you married, engaged, or seeing anyone currently?
Those are strong questions.
I just don't want to waste anyone's time. Not that I'm saying I want to spend time with you, and not that I'm saying I don't want to spend time with you, but if I were thinking of spending time with you, I would immediately stop thinking about spending time with you if you were, married, engaged, or seeing anyone currently.
A strong girl with strong views.
I was a fool once, and I won't do it again. I don't care if I never get married. I'd rather be alone and keep my pride than be married to a fool with a man who doesn't love me.
Isn't pride a sin?
Oh, it's an overrated sin. Not being smart, that's the bigger sin.
But can anyone really be smart about their feelings?
Probably not. Sometimes I think the heart is crazy. It doesn't know when to stop loving. I think that's the flaw God gave us to make us a little less than the angels and better than the beasts. The flaw of loving too much, or too fast, or too stupidly, or too blindly. The flaw of loving without reason or purpose. That's our sweet imperfection. Which is why we have to put borders around our passions and a fence around our hearts. To learn when to trust and how to express it. To learn to say, enough, I don't want to feel anymore, or more, and make me feel more.
I think I like the last part the best.
I am saying way too much. I should go inside, but there's gonna start.
I better can wait. I want to know how I can meet your parents. And before you say anything else, I am not married, engaged, or seeing anyone, as you say, currently.
Oh, good. I mean, who cares? I haven't decided if I care yet.
Well, take your sweet time, Flora. Look at my face and decide if you can trust me. Watch my actions and ask yourself, are these the actions of an honest man? In the meantime, I am going to meet up Flores, and I am going to find your family. And we will talk about the weather, or our families, and American baseball. And I am not going to leave until I get a firm declaration from your family that it is acceptable for me to spend time with their daughter. And when I pass that test, I am in fact going to spend time with you. And you are in fact going to take down these self-protective walls you have around your passions and dismantle that fence around your heart. And you're going to thank God for the day that it was too hot for you to stay inside, and that a lonesome member of the National Guard missed his bus.
Only a month later, she wants us to meet this boy from Ponce. Everyone knows boys from Ponce are fast and untrustworthy.
Oh, don't give me this nonsense about the boys from Ponce. You lived your entire life in Puerto Rico and have never once made a trip to Ponce.
It's on the other side of the earth.
Well, I think it's a good sign that she can forget about Manuelo so fast and start to like someone else.
And what is everyone going to think? That she's loose. It's a character flaw. Going so fast from one love to another.
Well, she never said she loved Sergio.
Then why am I wasting my time meeting him?
Oh, you have many appointments, do you? A crowded schedule, is it?
Is he here yet?
Where were you?
She was too nervous to sit and wait, so we went for a walk. I love the countryside. One day I'm gonna buy a house in New Hampshire, USA.
What the fuck is that? Every time I hear USA, I want to curse.
Well, don't curse when Eusebio gets here. Don't say anything controversial. He doesn't want to hear about Puerto Rico becoming independent, or we have to all kill the Yankees, and how Pedro Albizu Campos was the incarnation of Jesus Christ on earth.
I heard him speak at a seagull.
And no one cares.
Don't drink. Don't tell your voodoo stories. Don't insult the National Guard. Don't show him your fighting birds. And don't pick a fight with Mommy about Efrain.
Why don't I just take poison and die? Is this the Pope coming to the house? No. Since when is a man censored in his own home?
When someone's in love and she's crazy to make a good impression.
I'm not in love. I want to make a good impression on a young man I met in Santurce.
I can't fucking believe this.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. God has made with you all of this beautiful day.
Wait, no. We're expecting a visitor from Ponce today. He's a young man I met in Santurce last month after we broke off our engagement, and this is not a good time for you to visit.
In fact, it's never a good time, asshole. Mia, where is my machete?
Not going to be any machetes today.
This man dragged a daughter's name into the gutter and ruined her life. I will cut your balls off and hang it on the living room wall.
Just thinking about a flies that will attract.
So, the rumors are true, Flora. When I was in New York, you met someone else. I guess that means...
That she never really loved you very much? I guess that's what it means.
It doesn't mean that at all. I did love you, Manuelo, but you killed the part of me that loved you. As for this young man I met in Santurce.
I have not even met another woman ever since that day, Flora. Even though in New York they were throwing themselves at me. Your words change everything. I have stopped the selfish, childish actions of a man who only thought he was being a man. I didn't value you. But I'm back now. Humble and naked to tell you the old Manuelo is dead. You killed him, and good riddance. Let that corpse rot in the tender grave of your memories. If Jesus was able to rise again, then why can the man as simple as me just change?
You dare compare yourself to the Lord. That's all I need to hear.
Oh, Macho, what are you doing?
You have some nerve after what you did to my cousin.
That's right.
But his words mean nothing, and I know you. You'll listen and believe him because you believe everyone is good.
Everyone is good.
That's right, my angel.
Well, just remember this. The snake didn't hold a gun to Eve's head. He used words, sweet, musical, honey words that any magician with a black heart could spin and spin until you're too dizzy to think.
Jesus Christ, man, you're going to drive me to an early grave!
Whoa! Family is sacred. You must be willing to kill for it.
Puppy, no!
Rather cruel!
Do it when no one's looking.
If I almost died from the head of the woman I love, so be it.
When it all passes her, I will smash a good in my face. Oh my God!
Okay.
Get on. All right.
Flora, it's a very lovely house.
Thanks, we like it.
Hello, everyone. Oh, hello, Petra.
Captain.
You must be Flora's mother.
Oh, yes, hello. Oh, we're not always fighting.
You should see my family. We are always fighting.
This is
Calderón. It's a great honor to meet you, sir. That is one hell of a machete you have there.
Yes. It's very sharp. It can cut through anything, including lies, hypocrisy, and...
Oh,
I hope you lend it to me someday. And who is this?
This is my...
I'm Flora's fiancé, Manuelo Ramon Delgado. At your service.
He's not my fiance. He was my fiance, but I returned his ring and ended it, just as I told you.
Manuelo, I've heard all about you.
I know nothing of you. Flora keeps her secrets very well, doesn't she?
There's no place for you here, Manuelo. You and I had our chance, and I wasn't good enough to keep you, so it's ended.
Honey, if I could just talk to you alone for a few minutes. After 2 years, I deserve that much, don't I?
I think he's right. A man you loved, even if it is in the past, has rights. And obviously, he still loves you. So you two should talk. And I will go back to Ponce.
Eusebio, you're not gonna leave, are you? This isn't how this is supposed to happen.
The only way that I can stay is to have a right to stay. The only way that I can have that right is to be your fiance. The only way that I can be your fiance is for you to answer yes to the question, Flora, will you marry me? So how about it, Flora? Will you marry me? Oh, there you are, Doña Mia, mother.
May the Lord bless you, son.
Darling, what's the matter?
On the day my daughter is married, and Ephraim is so far away, he doesn't even know what's happened. Maybe he'll never know.
God will bring him back, Mommy.
He's forgotten us. He's someone else now. That's what happens to people who go up there.
We have to tell the people.
As soon as we can, Mita.
This is what I live for. This house full of people and dancing, food and children.
So there'll be a lot of those running around here in Ecuador.
Well, there's something Eusebio...
Gather around, everyone. I have an announcement to make. I will tell my family and the others in a minute, but first I want to tell you what Flora and I have decided to do.
You don't have to do anything anymore. You made us very happy.
You and Mommy gave us a beautiful day.
A day we'll always remember. But even a beautiful day such as this is a small step in a long journey. As everyone knows, this island, our island that we love so much, is in pain. And as beautiful as it is to many, it is an island of tears. men like me are losing their job and good people are going hungry.
What's he saying, Flora?
I am so sorry, Mommy.
Well, I think that men and women should make their own destiny and not blindly accept the destiny that is given to them. And I am not going to sit by and do nothing when my new family goes hungry.
What is he talking about, Flora?
That is why Flora and I have made the painful but necessary decision to leave the land that we love so much and move to the United States.
Is he kidding me?
To make money, to find work, live a decent and prosperous life, and give our children a
You are going to take my daughter out there to the slums, to the prostitutes, drug addicts, and the snow.
Papi, it's something we both decided.
Not my girl, not my only girl.
Doña Mia, she's my girl now.
You promised me.
I've been thinking about this, and Eusebio's right, Mommy. There's no future here for a young couple like us.
From the moment I met you, I knew you were an ignorant, gringo-loving slob.
We'll visit as much as we can.
You'll have children I'll never know. They'll speak English.
Mommy, you always told me a woman's duty is to follow her husband.
Not to America.
Does you have to be here when the brother comes home?
Don Fermin, your son is never coming home.
I can't believe you're going before I am. Mida, buena Mida.
I have seen this before. People leave the poverty of the island only to see that the spiritual poverty up north is even greater than they ever imagined. You take her, Eusebio, I will curse you, and your life will be nothing up there. Nothing!
Flora!
Flora!
You, as my mother would say. I'm not even talking to you. Don't give me that look.
Flora! Flora!
What's the matter?
The remote.
Jesus Christ, I thought you were dying.
The Mets.
Well, you're gonna die if you don't watch the Mets?
It's the home opener.
Ridiculous.
The Mets make me happy.
I thought you said they suck.
Yeah, they do suck, but they make me happy.
Baseball has never made sense to me. Here it is.
What are you doing? Put it back on.
There's something I have to tell
If you make me miss the opening pitch.
you. What, you're gonna get up from that bed and chase me around the house? Listen to me, this is important.
I didn't think you'd be capable of such cruelty.
You don't know what cruelty is, you said.
Oh, you want to switch places with me? I think I know a little bit about cruelty, Flora.
Pico, I know, I didn't mean.
Victory belongs to Eusebio Calderon.
Something's gonna happen today that you have to know about.
Me cago en la.
Listen, I'm losing my mind with Ford. I want to do something to help out the church. We had a meeting last night.
Yes, and you kept me up half the night with stupid tambourines.
Passion is not stupid, Pito. You know everyone's worried about all the kids in church getting married too young. At 16 and 17, I think they know what marriage is. Well, last night the church decided that someone very smart, with a lot of experience with marriage should counsel kids and help them.
You volunteered for this, didn't you?
Yes, because it's important.
Fine. Now either get out of the way or spread your legs.
This affects you too. I'm going to bring in young people to spend time with us. That's us. To watch how you and I get through the day as a married couple.
Why would anyone want to do that?
So they can see what marriage really is. So they don't rush into it and ruin their lives.
That's a horrible idea. Those kids will come in and take one look at us, the religious fanatic and an old man with no legs, and run for the hills.
Well, it's done.
Mita, you're not giving me a choice. How fair is this?
What do you think? I've had choices in my life? You think a Puerto Rican woman of my generation had real choices? What? Is it a sin to be useful? You think being your nurse is all I want in life?
Fine. Bring the kids in. Let's show them what a happy marriage looks like.
Oh, it's them. The first couple.
Today, now.
They're getting married in a week.
If the Mets lose, because I'm not watching them, it's all your fault, woman.
Sexy man. Oh, hello, Monica and Oscar?
Yes, Mrs. Calderon, how are you?
Oh, please call me Flora and welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Mrs. Flora.
Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, we're okay.
Only if you got some whiskey.
We don't have anything like that.
Oscar's kidding.
Not necessarily.
We never had any alcohol in the house, not since my husband got sick. How long have you been in the church?
I was raised in the church. Oscar's new. I got him involved once we got involved.
Oh, and how do you like it?
Oh, it's a barrel of laughs.
I think he finds some of the rules a little too much.
And I thought the army was bad.
Well, I'm really glad you're doing this, Linda Flora.
Have you ever done this before?
No, you're my first couple.
So you're not a professional.
Oscar, great.
Well, I've had 38 years experience, Oscar. I've slept with no other man but Eusebio. Now, if that doesn't make me qualified to discuss marriage, then I don't know what does. So, how long have you two been together?
2 months.
2 months, and you want to get married?
See? All they want to do is judge.
Where did you meet?
In Daleville, in a bar. He picked me up.
You make it sound so sleazy.
True love is never sleazy.
Well, the important thing is that you love each other. Do you love each other?
Oh God, very much.
The fact that I'm here doing this proves how much I love her.
Well, good. Well, love has to be there. Some young people get married because, well, someone needs a green card, or, well, the girl is, you know, pregnant.
That's not us.
Definitely not us.
Not us in a million years.
It's impossible.
Oh, back in my day, a girl was a virgin on her wedding night. Oh, it was terrifying, and thrilling, and confusing, and happy. And something happened in that bed that was profound and beautiful, and, well, these days girls don't have that experience. They jump in the sack first chance they get, and they miss the biggest night of their lives.
Definitely not us. We haven't done it yet.
Not us in a million years.
Impossible.
Oh, that was an old time that disappeared with so many other sweet things. This world, too fast for me. I couldn't be young now.
Doña Flora, I know 2 months seems like nothing, but I'm so sure. Oscar's the one. Everything I ever wanted in a man. In one nice, yummy, eye-pleasing package.
Isn't she freaking great? Hottie.
You're a hottie.
Well, okay, if there's... Hey, Savior's right here. Eusebio Calderon, my husband.
Private First Class Oscar Garcia. It's a great honor to meet you, sir.
Private Garcia, did she tell you I was in the National Guard?
No, but that's great, sir.
Oh, and who is this?
Monica Santoro, sir.
Oh, very nice to meet you, young lady.
Oh,
Yes, my husband is a real old-fashioned gentleman. Well, as you can see, my husband is having some health problems that have affected the whole family.
Can you believe she's making me do this during the Mets game?
Oh, who are they playing?
The Braves.
Oof.
I see that smile. And those eyes, glorious.
Kiko, that's enough. We know you appreciate female beauty.
Well, in my time, we made a woman feel like a real woman, you know? It didn't matter if she was the ugliest thing on two legs and a mustache. If she was your woman, she was the most beautiful woman in the world, and you let her know that every day of her life.
Did you hear that, Oscar?
I am learning a lot from this man today.
Yes, my husband is a treasure trove of wisdom.
Marriage. People say you lose yourself in marriage. No, you find yourself in marriage. Hey, young lady, would you like to sit here next to me?
Oh, I don't know if it's safe getting too close to you, little Sylvia.
You're probably right.
Too much, man. I want to be just like you.
Well, the first thing you'll notice is that there are 2 beds in the room. I sleep on the little cot. Eusebio and I haven't slept together in 6 months since his operation.
Hey, can you still?
Can I still?
Oscar, what a question!
Hey, baby, at my age, it's the only proper question to ask.
Kiko, for the love of God in heaven.
Do I look like a man who's getting any?
When I wake up, I open the blinds and let the sun in. Sunshine is good for his skin. Then I start the coffee.
I can still do my pull-ups.
Oh, we need to get one of those for our bed.
Look, my marriage advice, do it for as long as you can, as often as you can, and anywhere you can.
I keep the coffee maker by his bed because he likes the smell and it reminds him of Puerto Rico.
You see, she ignores me when I talk about sex. But don't let her fool you. The more religious they are, the more they want it, and the rougher they like it.
Right on, right.
I keep all of his medications there. Emergency phone numbers, insurance papers. I help him turn him over so he doesn't get sores. Help him in and out of his wheelchair. I find the baseball games on TV and Jeopardy. And of course, the Bible. The Word of God is the greatest medicine.
Debatable.
God, there's so much to remember. I don't know.
Oh, young lady, I wasn't always like this. Me not tell them I wasn't always like this.
He wasn't always
Tell them how amazing I was.
She was.
I had legs when we first met. When I first came to America, I had such hope. There was no job I wouldn't do, no matter how degrading or how little paid.
Yes, they weren't hiring Puerto Ricans for anything good back then.
Oh, they're still not, Doña Flora.
I did every work I could. I was even a cook one time in a greasy spoon in Lake Ronkonkoma. I was earning $90 a week for 5 years.
And every year he went to his boss, Mike, begging for a raise.
Yeah, until the one day I told Mike to shove that job up his ass. Oh, and then I became a janitor in my kids' high school. Christ! One day I walked into the boys' locker room to clean up some vomit. The whole football team was there. Those little monsters pelted me with tampons and jock straps and toilet paper.
Christ is right.
Yeah. And then I did what, all Americans try. I had my own business. Remember that rundown little diner in Comac? It had a jukebox that played that really loud American rock and roll music. And but then they built this mall across the street that served cheap fast food. And then my Flora, she got cancer. And I couldn't go on. I lost the business. I almost lost my wife. I almost lost my Flora.
Maybe it's not a good day for us to be here.
Thank God it wasn't my time to go. I was needed here.
I don't know what I would have done had God taken me then.
Okay. Now
I'm
poor
sorry,
kids.
kid.
No, it's okay, sir.
We should get going soon.
Well, I get so caught up in taking care of him, I forget there was any other life but the one right here.
You do. You forget all the good times we had.
We had such a pretty house back then. Oh, sure, it was a little broken down, but we liked it. Long Island was still so green back then. I even liked the snow at first. It was like the sky was playing a crazy game with us. We danced in it like children that first time. We made 9 kids in that snow.
Oh, Christ, 9.
Yeah, 3 of them died very young.
Oh.
Well, I think something of those winters must have rubbed off on the souls of our children. Something a little dark, pessimistic, lonely. Something so foreign to the easy sunshine we knew of the people back in Puerto Rico.
Still, we managed to send 2 of them to college, and the rest of them joined the military. We moved around the U.S. to be with our children until we ended up here when Pablo was stationed in Fort Rucker.
Oh, really? Maybe I know him.
Oh, he was sent to Germany just last week.
Yeah, now he's stuck here in this redneck town with nothing else, and except for those old brujas in the church with their tambourines, and they can't sing for shit.
The loneliness has been the hardest part.
Yeah, it's worse than not walking.
I think we can leave you alone now.
Oh, Rita, wait. You know, I think her father, Don Fermin, went to the local witch and put a curse on me the day of our wedding. It started with the one toe. You know, I stubbed it one night, and I barely had any feeling in it. I didn't know anything was wrong until I started to notice that dead meat color and the smell. And that's when I realized not all of me was alive, you know. And so they cut it off, and then another toe, and half a foot, and the other foot. Doctors and anesthesia. I kept waking up with less and less. And every month I kept getting shorter and shorter. You know, all my life, before I became a stump, I struggled with God's fate. You know, and I thought fatalism was a Puerto Rican's way of not standing up, not demanding rights and justice. But the joke was on me. God's fate was a lot stronger than I realized. He planted me on this bed like a flower in dirt. And I'm stuck and I can't go anywhere, no matter how much I dream of running.
It must be the 3rd inning by now, Tito.
Oh, but I got really lucky though. I married this beautiful green-eyed woman with lots and lots of energy. 9 children could not exhaust her. This incredible, industrious woman stayed with me, bathed me, wiped my shit every single day. Now, if you can't stand the smell or get your hands dirty, if you can't stand to see the pity in someone's eyes and the pain in a person, if you'd rather be someplace else, then you're not ready to be married, my young friends. Call it off, because it's either this or nothing at all.
And you don't want to run away?
Every day. I cry, I get mad, I blame him, I blame myself. I beg God for a different life, but in the end, I don't walk away.
And I actually can't. But you know, when I lay in the bed, sometimes I think about that time in Puerto Rico when I was just floating and just going and swaying in the moonlight. Need you calling?
Oh, do you mind waiting in the living room?
Yeah, roger that.
Oscar, honey, I don't know.
You don't know what?
This? Getting married? I don't know if I could actually do it. Fuck, okay, I actually said it. I'm so sorry.
Girl, what are you talking about?
I can't be Doña Flor, I'm not a saint. I'm way too selfish to get married.
You're not selfish. Scared, maybe.
I know me. I'm not industrious or indestructible. And let's face it, you could never do all those things for me, and that's okay.
But I would. Exactly like Doña Flora. 24/7. No questions asked.
How do you know? How does anybody?
For the mother of my children, I'd do 50 times more than that.
If I were in a bed with no legs and we never do it anymore, and I smell like old crap and I look like death and my hair looks like a vulture's nest and my tits hang down my ankles, you'd stay with that, Oscar?
Your tits hang how low?
I knew it.
For real, Monica, that is the dumbest question you ever asked in your life.
Oh, God.
What's the matter?
Oh, God, Mita. Oh, my
You're
God.
having a bad dream. I'm right here.
Hi, Flora. I was contacted.
Do you want some water?
I was contacted by the angel of God tonight.
Yes, you were full of dreams tonight.
Mita, she was here and you were asleep and she spoke to me. She said, Eusebio, you're going to die soon.
That's stupid.
Stupid. Mita, you're the religious one in the family. How can you say something, a message from beyond is stupid?
It wasn't a message, it was a nightmare. Now go back to sleep.
But Mita, I saw her clearer than I see you, and she told me what you and the doctors will not tell me. That I'm going to die, and that God has decided to take me, and that my suffering will end soon.
Why do you want to upset me like this? Talking about death like it was your favorite baseball team?
I didn't ask for the angel to visit me.
There was no angel. You're being morbid and doing that thing I hate. Feeling sorry for yourself.
But I'm not. Can't you see how happy I am? I'm going to be strong.
Oh, he's losing his mind too.
I'm going to be strong. I'll be able to walk. And then when you get to heaven, we'll make love there.
Yes, years from now.
No. This week, she said I croak 2 days before Christmas.
Sick. A sick imagination, Pito.
Oh, Mita, she told me that I'm going to be strong, and then there'll be peace for you. You won't have to kill yourself.
First we get the straitjacket, and then we get the little men in white coats losing your minds.
Solemn preparations must be made for Eusebio Calderon. And then she said something in Latin, Mita. In Latin.
Ridiculous.
Mita, you're going to have to call the funeral parlor. And the children. You and the kids can pick out the coffin. Not too expensive, but something nice. Wood, not metal. I'm still part of the earth, remember? Water and soil. It's still a part of me, even though America has cut me off of my roots. I want to be buried in Miraflores. Make sure the flowers are wild and colorful. Don't be cheap with the flowers, Mita.
For God's sake, shut up, Eusebio. You're fine. Your blood pressure is down. Your blood sugar is stable. You're getting more movement in your fingers.
I died of a heart attack this Friday night.
Why do you torture me like this?
Mita, I want you to be free. I want you to be okay. You don't have to kill yourself taking care of me.
I like taking care of you, idiots. That's what I'm supposed to do.
But no, not this. You have no life outside of this room except for the brujas in the church and the songs.
Someday, yes, I will be free. But not today. It was a bad dream only, my love. Forget it and go back.
Last rites, Mita. I demand my last rites.
Okay, If you promise not to talk about it anymore, I will get you a priest and he will perform your stupid last rites. I don't care.
It has to be before Friday.
It will be before Friday, because on Saturday you're going to wake up and realize what a fool you've been. And you're going to apologize to me for putting me through so much crap. And I'm going to laugh my ass off.
What time did he say he was coming?
A couple of minutes, Vito.
You're coming to my funeral, aren't you, Eve?
There's not gonna be any funeral, Don Eusebio. Everything in there doing just fine. Long as you take the medication, do your pull-ups, stay clean and dry, keep the positive attitude. You're gonna live longer than me.
I say nothing.
What did the funeral home say?
Well, they can't actually schedule a wake until there's a death certificate, which doesn't happen until there's an actual death. Crazy gringo laws, I don't know.
Maybe you can take care of that on Saturday morning.
I'm rubbing cream here because the psoriasis is acting up. And look, Monday, I'm giving you a haircut. You're looking a little bushy up there.
Mondays and haircuts. It doesn't matter to me anymore, Eve.
For a guy who's about to face the big one, you're pretty cheerful.
Why not? I'm going to be going up to heaven meeting the angels with a new pair of legs. And then I'm going to see my ancestors. Like, they look like the 1890s and before we were liberated from Spain. And then I can drink all the beer I want with Jesus Christ and it won't be shit.
Don't say those blasphemous things, Vito, please.
I know you don't believe me, Don Eusebio, but I'll see you next week, okay?
Time. Doesn't matter anymore, Eve.
How long has he been like this?
Should I worry?
We can look into psychological services.
Oh, he'd never do that.
I think he's still depressed from the surgeries. A year is not a long time to get over the loss of your legs.
Sometimes he just starts crying. I'll play music from our youth, an old bolero, like the one he used to love so much. Instant tears. I mention one of the children, or they call on the phone, or I show him a picture of the grandkids. He can't stop himself.
At least the idea of dying makes him smile.
Look, maybe you should wait till the priest comes. I don't know what he's going to be like, and I might need some help with him.
He reminds me so much of my father.
Oh, was he crazy too?
Hard to say. There was nothing mysterious about him, except everything about him was a mystery. He died before I ever got to ask him so many things. What do you really want, Dad? What do you dream about, Dad? Do you believe in anything except the next paycheck, Dad? How can we thank you for ruining your life for us, Dad? Men like that, one day the weight of all that work and sadness, it breaks their backs and they collapse. When my father finally stopped moving long enough for me to catch up with him and hold him, he was so old and sick, he had no words left. He lost the habit of talking and we never had a real conversation. He built our house. He fed me. He loved my mother. He created my brothers and sisters, and I never knew who he was. Of course, I'll stay.
Oh, Father, welcome.
Flora, my dear.
Oh, this is Eve de la Rosa, Eusebio's nurse.
Hi, Father. How are you?
A little confused.
Oh, not half as confused as I am, Father. He thinks he's dying, no matter what I or Eve or the doctors say.
So we're just humoring him.
I just want to get through this week and go back to normal. But I don't want to waste your time either.
Eusebio is scared. He doesn't want to be surprised by death. He wants to be smarter than death.
Do you think he's dying? That there was an angel?
Flora, there's no way.
What, in his soul? His heart's been broken too many times and he just wants to stop?
The only two who can know are Eusebio and his maker.
Flora, a man who flirts as outrageously as Eusebio, believe me, ain't ready to be dead.
This isn't life. This unhappy lump in that bed. This insult, this betrayal.
Eusebio loves you. That's what keeps him alive. Love, if anything else, is the last thing that goes.
Okay, Saturday morning I'm gonna be so mad at him for putting me through this this
shit! Say it, Flora, it's shit!
Thank you for putting it into perspective. Let's go in.
It's great to see you, Father.
Good to see you too. How are you today?
Dying, sir.
So I hear, but you look pretty sharp for a man about to leave this material world behind.
Oh, I'm gonna look pretty sharp, sir, dancing my bottom off in paradise.
Well, if you're about to die, might as well do it with a smile on your face and a positive attitude.
You only die once, sir.
This isn't funny, Eusebio. This isn't a joke.
Flora, honey, it's okay.
Well, if it's true, and you're going to leave me alone and let me make me face life without you, how can you be so damn smug?
You see how much pain this is causing? You know no one on earth wants you to die, Eusebio. God doesn't think that death is a joke. He puts us here to test our souls, and there's no escaping these trials except for death. The only mechanism that tears the walls between the flesh and the spirit. But the trouble is, Eusebio, every cell in your body is designed by nature to resist that exit. And the violence needed, the necessary apocalypse that it takes to destroy that will to live, is the most terrible ordeal any man or woman can ever face. Did you understand, Eusebio?
Yes.
And are you sensitive to the fact that death's worst victims are those who are left behind to grieve and regret?
Yes.
Look at Flora. Look at her good. See the way that time has changed her. The effects of a long life in her eyes, her hair, her skin, the shape of her torso, her heart. See the ways that you've written on her body, Eusebio, how you curve her skin as if every action you've done to her has been marked by an autograph you etched in her flesh. I was angry at you today, signed Eusebio. I did not do my best for you today, signed Eusebio. I was thoughtless today, signed Eusebio. This autograph marked the perfect skin of the young lover she was, and now you see her as she is, wrinkled by time and by you. Now look at Flora. And remember that night in Santurce, 39 years ago. Remember the skies, the hot streets, the sway of the Boleros you played to get her attention, and how you intentionally missed the bus every night for 2 weeks just so that you could walk by her window, and how she watched you from that window every night. Remember the overpowering attraction, the mystery you wanted to solve. What is it like to kiss you, Flora? What is it like to feel your naked body against mine? What is it like to enter you?
Father!
Yes, I am graphic because I must be graphic. Because love isn't meant to be veiled, prettified, or perfumed. It's about union, merging two into one. The opposite of the sin in the Garden of Eden when one became two, and opposites were born into this world. God seeks union with us, but that cannot happen in life. That can only happen in death. And the emotional and physical union we feel with a lover is only the overture, the tender hors d'oeuvres of our union with God. Eusebio, when you first saw Flora, you wondered what union with her will be like. That's the mystery you wanted to solve, that only she could solve. And she did. Many, many times, right?
Uh-huh.
But please know, this is not a joke, this is not a game. Flora's heart is not your playground, and I am not going through with this unless you're dead serious about being dead.
I'm serious, sir.
All right, fine, let's do this. The first step in dispensing last rites is confession, which I cannot do while there are others present.
That's okay, they can stay. I don't care.
Your funeral. Eusebio Antonio Calderon, Are you ready to confess your sins to make your soul worthy to be in the presence of the Infinite?
I am.
Speak.
I was very arrogant, Father. I didn't think that I thought my body was indestructible because it had never failed me before. And so I didn't listen to the doctor who told me I had diabetes, and I continued to drink beer and smoke. And I gambled all the money that should have been used for clothing and groceries. I did a lot of awful things, big and small. I cursed God when they cut off my legs, and I struck my children. But so many awful, terrible things. But the worst thing, Father, the worst thing I did is that I didn't love Flora enough. Not the way she should have been loved.
No one could have loved me better.
Father, I strayed. I was unfaithful to my wife. I tried. God knows I tried, but I just couldn't do it.
Angel, that's old news. I've forgotten what happened between you and Soledad Esparza. You know this. I know you're sorry and there's no need.
I don't mean Soledad Esparza.
What do you mean you don't mean Soledad Esparza?
I don't mean Soledad Esparza when I say that I strayed from you.
You mean there was someone else before Soledad Esparza?
She was after.
You mean after you had an affair with Soledad Esparza and all the hell that unleashed, you had an affair with yet another woman named Eusebio?
I'm dying, right?
Don't look at me, I'm not a doctor.
Flora, this is my dying confession, man. I have to confess everything.
You had an affair with another woman after I forgave you for your affair with that ugly cunt Soledad Esparza!
Oh, she's not allowed to speak like this during my last fight, is she?
I can't believe him! Can you believe him? I know I can't!
I do find myself at a major loss of words.
Flora, I have to continue. I have to tell you everything.
Oh, we're going to continue, my love. I want to hear all about this. You two can go now.
Wait, what are you doing? I can't do my confession without a priest.
You have a higher authority to answer to than God, and that's me, pal.
Are you sure?
Is it safe to leave you two alone?
Good question. Sorry, I can't answer it.
Can you interrupt the confessions of a dying man?
Flora, I understand how you feel, but he's a helpless, sick man who can't defend himself right now.
Fine, I don't care. It's all yours, my dear. Let's hear your confession. We and God want to hear every name, date, and detail. You will leave nothing out. Not one moment of fucking.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. He's a dying man after all. Let's hear his final story. I bet it's a good one.
Oh shit. Maybe the angel was just a dream.
Tito, it's Saturday. Tito? Tito, wake up. Tito? Tito, wake up. Tito, wake up!
Mita! Where am
Guess
I?
what, big boy? Where are you? In Daleville, Alabama. In our sorry excuse for a bedroom. Still without your legs, but still very much alive.
This is a mistake.
Oh, yes, it sure is. And you made it.
The angel made a mistake.
Dreams don't make mistakes. Dream interpreters do.
It's still Friday.
Saturday morning, past your expiration dates.
Mita, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not. This is a mistake. This is wrong.
Oh, do you think this is heaven? Is this heaven?
This is a.
Oh my God! ASMU thinks this shithole is heaven! Oh, I can't wait to go tell the girls that I'm going to pee-pee!
This is so wrong.
Yes, it is unbelievably wrong!
Stop laughing.
I knew about the first one. Even before you told me. I could smell it. And after I got over the shock, the anger, the grief, the second round of anger and the hysteria that followed that, and the first actual painful forgiveness and coming closer as I tried to hold this thing we created, this family together. After all that, you put me through this again.
You can't forgive a little moment of weakness.
A few days ago, you broke my heart, Eusebio, in a way that I didn't even think was possible anymore. I really thought that part of my heart that feels jealousy was dead, but you brought it back to life and made me feel pain older than the world.
For God's sakes, Norman, that was 20 years ago.
And not just the secrecy, which lasted till this week. All this time you knew. Then you let me go on, ignorantly happy, pretending you had changed, not knowing the truth about you, where your mind was, what your memories were. Your simple, stupid housewife working her ass off. The house slave who didn't deserve to know the truth until it was almost too late. And if you dare tell me that God made men and women different, I will vomit.
Dude, you made a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here anymore.
You better hope your angel hasn't fallen asleep, because you're gonna need all the supernatural protection you can get. And you are here, and you're gonna have to face the fact that I am furious with you, and guess what? You can just walk to the nearest bar and give yourself a little amnesia.
Don't make me feel worse than I am.
Don't tell me what to do. You don't decide what I do. I trusted you and I believed in you, and this is what you give back. Well, maybe you can call up your old girlfriend. Get her to come down here and clean up the shit for you.
God.
You know Manuelo still writes me letters, telling me that he still loves me, that he'll divorce his third wife for me. He's a big deal in television. He's a rich man. And what are you? You're nothing.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm trapped. I can't go anywhere. And you keep beating me up. For what? For the mentality that was 20 years ago. Stop it!
You owe me!
All right. Okay. Then take everything I have. Take my money. You can't, because there's nothing left. Take my hopes and my laughter, my curiosity. You can't. You can take my ability to fuck, my love, God. You can't do that, can you? Because it's all been washed away. But the doctors, and the trash collectors, and the rats, and the
Vito? Vito, what happened? Vito, talk to me! Vito, say something to me! Oh my God! Oh dear God in heaven! Oh my God! Eve, come over, please! Come over now, it's Vito! Oh God. Oh, Oscar and Monica, what a nice surprise.
There's someone we want you to meet. Born on Valentine's Day.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
That's Oscar's face, totally, right?
Well, we hope that changes as she gets older.
Oh, may God bless you and keep you, Angel. Angel.
She's a good sleeper, too.
Oh, how do you feel?
Like I could have 8 more, actually.
Oh.
Christ. Thank God those days are over.
These days a woman has 2 babies and thinks she's done something. 2 is a warm-up. Oh, I'm hungry.
No, thanks. We can't stay too long.
Oh, well, I'm glad you came. Marriage suits you both. I knew it would.
How's Eusebio, Flora?
He's fine.
Can't believe what happened to him.
Yes, I miss his conversation.
It was so damn funny.
We'll have to teach it to little Isabel.
Well, I know that he can understand everything, and the doctors say that he might learn some words, and in a few years, if God wills it, he'll be flirting and making jokes.
What about you, Flora?
I'm okay.
Well, do you think Eusebio could see the baby? Will he know it's us?
He should sleep. He doesn't sleep enough.
Oh, well, maybe he could look at these.
Oh, what time is your flights?
Oh, typical Army nonsense. We leave at 0500 the ass crack of dawn.
We're gonna write and call you every single day.
Oh, well, that gets a little expensive all the way from Germany.
No, we're not gonna lose touch. You're a family now, Doña Flora. We owe you 1 marriage and 1 baby.
8 more, according to her.
Oh, maybe you'll find Pablo there.
I'm going to track him down, Doña Flora.
We should get going soon. We've got a lot of packing to do tonight.
Goodbye. I don't know when I'm going to see you again, Isabel.
I'm gonna miss you, Flora.
Me too.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh, and have a safe journey. I know God will watch over you. I know He will. Who's winning?
Man.
Oh, go Mets! What is it? 2-0. Well, good way to start the season off, Pito. This could be the one. Well, are those bums gonna find a way to blow this one too? Well, have faith. I'm sure they'll hold on to the lead this time.
Oh shit!
No!
Oh shit!
They blew it again! I can't believe this! Stupid Mets is right. You want me to turn it off?
No.
I'll never understand the pleasure you get from this, people. Do you want to see? Good, huh? What a handsome man. I have to talk to you about something important. You know how it's gonna end. They're gonna lose.
Bitch!
Did you just call me a bitch? Asshole! Well, I've been talking with Eve. You know how much she loves you, the both of us. Well, before she went back to Spain, she got me these. remember the angel that came to you in your sleep? Well, he figured out a way to grant the angel's promise. With these. I'll take them too. We'll go together, you understand? No more bed. No more pain. And maybe in heaven the Mets win the World Series every year. I know you've been wanting this for a long time, and I resisted it because I thought it was a sin to wish for your own death, to play God with yourself, but now I'm so confused, and I want you to not suffer anymore, Pico, no more. And if God can forgive me, then maybe we'll be okay. You want to?
No.
No, are you sure?
I'm sure.
You want to stay here like this? Are you sure, Pico?
I'm sure.
Why? With me? Okay, that's okay. With you, Pito. With you.
Esta estrella que alumbra mi ser, yo sin su amor no soy nada.